y'all. Welcome back to Commission Reviews, the queen of reality TV. I have updated my program, my channel, whatever you want to say, this thing, streaming thing. So actually now live on YouTube, I think Twitch, TikTok, Twitter. Is that everything? Wait a minute. No, I'm on. Let me get. I'm on TikTok now. My bad. So TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. Okay, and then I also have my guests, of course, exactly Erica and Kid My Cheeks, TV. Have their channels as well. So welcome to everybody, and I have the comments that will be up here on the side. We want to check them out. Anyway, this reunion, child, was the beginning of the hot messy mess, in my opinion. Okay, so the thing they talked about is a lot of things we talked about over and over and over, but there was a few things that was kind of new, but not really. So my whole thing is with this whole thing with Martell. This first reunion to me was literally the Martell show. One thing I'm gonna say, and then I want to keep my cheeks. I want to hear your opinion at the beginning of this union. I really do think that the cast, they just do not like, and I'm saying this, I've been saying this, male, but I also think the cast do not like Martell. So you have two people on this show that the cast literally doesn't like, but people come to the show to watch the two of them. That's the crazy part. Kim Chief, what's your opinion, Mama, about this beginning of this reunion?
Doesn't like Martell, the audience or the cast?
No. I'm talking about the cast. I'm not talking about the audience. I feel like, remember my boys said this whole season, I feel like y'all kind of agreed that I feel like that the women don't, and even some of the men don't rock with male, right? And we already know they don't like Martell. So I'm just saying they don't like them at all, either one of them. That's just,
I don't agree. I think it's clear nobody likes Mel, but they still fool with Martell.
Yeah, well, like I said, I've seen a lot, and I feel like they don't like him. I'm just gonna say they don't like him.
They like him.
Okay. So give me your thoughts about the beginning of this reunion. Martell, of course, is arguing with Tisha. It's the same crap, but go ahead, Mama. It was stupid.
I don't have no commentary over Martell. I don't even know why Carlos is asking that man questions. He
Come on now.
And I'm not gonna argue with a fool. So whatever Martell say is what it is for me. I don't have that kind of energy to argue with somebody like him.
And then how about them showing the stuff that you guys know I hadn't watched, that you guys tell me about. I finally got to see a little bit, showing, back in the day how they all were, how everybody was so small for one thing. Everybody Nick was so long for some reason. I don't know. Anyway, just showing the old stuff. What you think about that?
I think the edit has got better. Like you can tell kind of like the gloss and the production has gotten better over the years. I didn't mind the reminiscing. I thought Carlos was poking the bear with Martell and Mel because Carlos knows what it is. Ain't nobody sad over that marriage. Ain't nobody feeling some kind of way from looking like he was poking the bear with that. I really only came here to talk about Kimmy, really, because this part one was kind of dry because it was just Martell lying and then Kimmy versus Mel.
Well, you already know that I have that on pause on my phone. My Bluetooth speaker is right there with Kimmy. It's like literally. Oh my God, you were like in my head, kid, but you stopped. I literally.
Like, I don't ask Erica. I don't care nothing about Martell.
Erica, Mama, how you doing, Mama? What?
I am good. Okay, so I don't necessarily think that like we showed before, I think Maurice still messes with Martell. So I wouldn't say they don't like him, at least not so far, not from this episode. I think if anything, Marceau, I'm not gonna say he likes Martell. I think he is going hard against Martell because of what Martell can reveal about him. Otherwise, I think he would still be cool with him. They still, bump fists at the wedding or whatever. So I don't think he really has a real dislike for him. I think he is just like, it's more advantageous for him to be supportive of Mel, because Martell probably don't have no actual physical receipts, but he does have some knowledge, more or whatever. So I feel like Tisha and Marceau are kind of, because I don't see where they really like Melody. I think they're just trying to be anti-Martell so they don't get any blowback on their own marriage. But I agree. I don't think anybody really likes Melody. I don't think anybody has really, supported her, not even Carlos. So yeah, I mean, at this point, it's like, that part is kind of sad to see it. And that's the thing, to me, I think it's a reflection to some extent on your season if you have so many clips from all these old episodes. Because I was like, can we clip anything that happened in this season? Oh no, because it was kind of dry. So okay, so there's that. And then in terms of, one thing I did want to say in terms of Martell is that there is a way you can plead guilty. I think it's called nolo contendere or something like that. But there's a way where you can plead guilty and but not exactly
no
say
contest.
Yeah. So are we just gonna jump?
So
we're gonna jump right into that. We're gonna jump right into that.
Before we go into that, did you notice that Kimmy and Maurice are last chair? Like Nell and Fletcher was sitting in front of them.
Okay, so this is the thing, and I hope you guys were paying attention to, and you'll see more of it. But anyway, I'm gonna say that Carlos was making faces at certain casts. Kimmy and Kimmy also. I mean, the cast members were also, kind of coming back at Carlos. Destiny's one.
Really?
Kimmy. I mean, did we not see that in this part?
I didn't see it.
No, Kimmy did come at him.
Oh, Kimmy did come back at Carlos. I can't wait till we get to that. I can't wait till we get to that.
Kimmy did come at Carlos in this reunion because, and I'm not saying come at like go off whatever, but she was just like I don't like your questioning. So the point I'm trying to make is that it's just something is not right in the water. Okay, you have had how many cast members? Let's talk about this elephant in the room that Melody has quit the show. She says she's done. Right. My thing is Melody has quit the show. Are you guys not like looking within and saying what is happening that in the past, I don't know how many months on Bell Collective, you lost people on the show, they quit. Melody, when she unfollowed, I knew something was going on. Remember how we talked about that too, how she unfollowed Carlos or whatever. So I said something is happening. So now you unfollow and you quit the show before the second part of the reunion. I'm just. What are y'all thoughts about that? What do you think about you? I'm just saying, something's not right. Your kingdom is not doing the kingdom thing.
Carlos does not respect protection orders, and I get it. You have a show to make. Mm-hmm. I think Mel wanted Carlos to pick me or Martell, and wanted it to be her. And when Carlos didn't pick, I think she got in her feelings. But I ain't no lawyer. I don't understand how Carlos is getting people to film together when there's protection orders in place. But it seems like he doesn't care about the cast safety. He just only cares about making a TV show. And he wants to come off like, I'm you all's friend. You all can call me. We actually talk. But then his first priority is a TV show, which it should be. But say that. Don't make it seem like you care about these people when clearly you don't. At least not when it comes to the legal things. I don't know. Erica is the lawyer.
Oh, but hold on. Before she says this, what I was saying was how they were coming at him, even in the beginning when you saw how Carlos was being shady when they introduced him, and he was being like shady with Destiny. Do you see what I'm saying? How everybody was coming.
Destiny caused them to be late.
No, I'm just making a point saying that it's even on those parts, it may be just a script or whatever. It just seemed a little bit more like something was, what I'm saying, like the cast are not exactly happy. It's kind of along the line what you were saying. But I'm sorry, Erica, go ahead and respond to that.
Well, what I think, or what came to mind when you asked the question is sort of like when Carlos was at Bravo, they clearly have, to some extent, maybe with Andy or whatever, they have some checks and balances in place over producers. Whereas I think in OWN, they kind of let him do what he wants to do, right? So he's gonna, because there used to be this show. I forgot the name of this show. I was on a panel for it, but it was a scripted show that kind of showed how crazy reality TV is, and people were getting attacked and murdered and stuff. It was like, trying to kind of spoof reality TV. However, there is something to be said about a producer that is just going to be allowed to run wild to get clicks and views, to allow the show to go forward. And so I think because they've let Carlos have such free reign, he doesn't have any loyalty to anybody. He doesn't have any, you know what I'm saying? He doesn't have anybody or any sort of balance at the network or wherever to be like, well, no, we can't really do that, or no, that's not gonna, that's not gonna, it might get us some people to watch, but it's gonna bring the morale of the cast down. And because now on all of his shows, and this has happened honestly on Bravo as well, it's like after a while, if nobody wants to film with each other, then we don't have a show.
Look, I'm really gonna follow a train with you guys with this one. She said it, like, for instance, you have what's his name, Moses, who is right now locked up, and probably would not have to be locked up if he wasn't so concerned about trying to film a show. So I'm just saying, you're doing everything that you can to get this on air. And hey, I'm not I say I'm gonna be a producer one day, but I'm not trying to put nobody in jail or harm's way to get a scene. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's gonna ever be that serious. And I've done some salacious stuff on here, crazy stuff on here on my channel that it was crazy, but nothing to the extent of that is what I'm trying to say. I don't want to do that, and I know people are fans of him and all the things he probably gonna put on Instagram Sunday, inspirational. I don't care about mess. I'm a good guy situation. Look, at the end of the day, we're all messy. People, I wish they would own it more. I wish they would stop with the whole I'm above all these things. Like, get the fuck out the gas. Okay, hold on. Let me go ahead and do I got my new different sound bites I gotta test out.
Bombs at sea. Defusing bomb now. Get out of there. It's gonna blow.
Now, we have spoken about Carlos and how he does his show and all the things. And just like I say, you have come in this arena of YouTube to do your thing, and you do not respect the game. I'm sorry. I have to say that. I do not think he respects the game. And I say this especially after the fact you have a whole Ready to Love cast member on your show who were talking about my live, and you got them saying somebody like you don't know who the fuck the somebody is, which is me. And then the fact of the matter is you don't respect the craft of other bloggers, whether they're smaller than you or whatever, who have been doing this for a long time. It's just not a respect. And it's just, and the other bloggers think about it. I don't know if he probably watched it, probably sent it to him, whatever. You bring a producer that nobody knows and some guy that you have to, no shade to these people, so I don't know them, but I'm just saying, you don't move in a way where it's respected. And I don't know what happened in Bravo. Listen to Erica. There's obviously a lot of crap that happened over there, because why are you at OWN now? Let's start with that. No shade. Why?
That major situation what got him fired.
I don't know what the difference is, because I know a lot of people in the background as far as OWN, and I could say some things that maybe I know why he might be moving over there and get what he wants. But at the end of the day, you got a whole show talking about Ready to Love. Get ready to talk about cast that been interviewed by me. So you're gonna be saying somebody on a lot of episodes. Period. Okay, sorry, I had to get that out.
He steals from bloggers all the time. And
he does.
Yeah,
and that's sad.
That's him. Other
it's horrible
producers don't, but we know that about him.
Because you, to be honest, you are a legit producer that has your own content. Then you do your original shit. That's really how you feel. But if you're on YouTube, you are respected as a blogger if you do your own original stuff. The biting and the taking is irritating, and to a point, even if you do that, and I've done things where I used to have a little different noises, I would shout out bigger content creators who never saw my video just to say I like how they did this, and so I did my own spin on it or whatever. It's not. There's no respect. It's just none. It's irritating because you are in the space, but you can do what you want to do because you come from Bravo. So they're gonna throw money and give whatever whatever that might look like. And I don't even blame OWN for that, because OWN is just doing what they're supposed to do as a company. You know what I'm saying? You see somebody doing that, anybody would do that. But I just feel like the way he moves is super slimy. I'm sorry. Period. And I don't care what ramifications happen, because No one paid my bills. No one is doing anything. I still get everything I get outside of this whole situation with different networks who are not black, and I have no problems. You know what I'm saying? And that's sad for me to say that. It's very sad for me to say that I don't even have none of these issues I have with other networks. It's smooth. And I think that's horrible. I do. Why is it that we can't support each other? And it's like, if we people of color, if you're scared somebody's going to surpass you, so you don't want to help them, you don't want to lift them up, you don't want to shout them out, you don't want to say their name. To me, that was so disrespectful to have somebody on your show talking about a lie that they alive on my YouTube channel, and you. I'm sorry, I'm done. I'm so sorry. I want to rant. That's just, it's just disrespectful of the hard work that people do. It's just irritating. I'm sorry. I went on a little rant. Erica, I got completely off track. So
no, it's fine. I mean, I think a lot of it just comes down to, so many people have left this show, even, Stormy, just, a lot of things have gone down with this show. And I think some of it comes down to, it all has to blow back at the end of the day to Carlos,
right.
So
right. It is what it is. So let's go ahead and talk about, for one thing, people on this reunion was very rude. Marceau was very rude. He interrupted, and Marceau's annoying, but he kept interrupting. It's like the entitlement. People got mad under my video when I talked about Marceau. I said he's very entitled to me. Him and his brother are very entitled. We're separate of you not liking Martell and da da da. Marceau is very entitled and he's rude. Like no one can talk when he wants to interject. Even when I'm sorry, I just think that he's very rude. Okay, I want to say that. But the video. Let's get into this video thing. And I do understand that we talked about it, but they brought it up and even showed. I got the picture somewhere on my thing. I'm gonna pull it up. But what are your guys' thoughts about it? Because Martell is, saying that she's done this, she's done that, da da da, and Carlos is all in his face and acting crazy, trying to, pretty much just trying to say, you don't understand this, that this what you did was wrong. What are y'all thoughts about this text message? Because I got to pull it up.
We can't read that.
My bad. Ma'am. Leave me. Wait a minute, let me make sure I can read it. Okay, leave me alone. Stop speaking on me or anything about me. You're bullying me. You say one more thing about me at all, and I'm going to treat you like you treat me. I will go all the way in. It might ruin me, but you and your fans already trying. Now, please don't call my bluff because at this point, I'm tired of you. What do you think? I mean, Kibachi, this is what he went to jail for. Now I understand there was an image that they didn't show, and I understand why.
Right. The words mean nothing. He went to jail, or he has a charge because he sent a screenshot of what can be considered revenge porn and threatened to send it out if Mel didn't stop whatever he was talking about in his text. So the text means absolutely nothing. I don't care about Martell in that text. I don't feel bad for him. I don't believe the men. It took y'all a whole season to figure out that what Martell did was wrong. Because when you first heard about it, you ain't see no fault. And Melody explained to all of you all there was an image. You all knew the image because Tisha was talking about the image on her mad day. So y'all knew what it was. It wasn't until y'all got on Twitter and Instagram and in Facebook groups and y'all seen people reading y'all for misunderstanding, collectively misunderstanding, that now this season y'all want to come back and I'm so against it. Please, all of it is fake. I don't believe none of y'all, and I don't care.
I'm sorry, Erica. And Fat Fourth Queen has spoken. Erica.
Oh my God. Well, I mean, I think the issue with the text is not that necessarily the language of the text. I think what the issue is that the photo was attached to it, right? So the implication is that, or the way Melody took it, which is why she called the police, is that by going in, he means releasing this photo. His argument is that, I don't know, because they never really got him. They never really got to that. You know what I'm saying? He was sort of trying to yell it in between, and they were like, well, you don't understand that this is wrong or whatever. But I think he said in one of the little back and forths was the text didn't apply to the message. I think that was going to be the argument he would have made in court had he gone to trial instead of taking a plea. But by attaching that photo, depending on, I think depending on what all of his charges were, even sending her that photo might have been a violation of the law anyway, because you're sending, pornographic materials or whatever. Anyway, so, so was he trying to do revenge porn? Did he go as far as revenge porn since he did not actually release it? But I think the threat and him pleading is enough. And it's like, and it was wrong. I think in his mind, I don't feel like his attorney did him any real favors by not really fully explaining to him his situation, because now he just sounded stupid. Like, no, I didn't plead guilty. I'm not guilty.
Right.
He didn't really fully. And I think there is an explanation. I just think that he just looked dumb and didn't really understand what was going on. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, okay, just stop, because the more you talk, you get your lawyer to talk, or have a conference, because you're not making sense. He already pled, right? So he just didn't, and maybe the lawyer didn't, because to me, I'm not barred in Alabama, but the whole idea that you're gonna plead no low contendere or no contest or whatever, and then appeal, I don't think that that's actually the whole point of taking a plea, is not to appeal it. So I'm not clear why his attorney may have told him that. Like, I'm not saying I don't think he's lying or whatever. I think his lawyer probably told him that, but I think maybe they're not paying him enough, because it's like, need better representation, because they should have really explained it to you. Like, he seemed like he
probably
didn't
didn't
understand, and he
Marcel is lying.
You know what I'm saying?
He's lying.
What'd you say?
And the truth ain't in him.
I don't think he's lying about that part. I think he really thinks that he could appeal that. And I think that someone told him that. And so I don't think that I think they kind of told him, all right, well, if you plead, because this looks crazy, because really you're pleading that based on the facts of what the prosecution has, you would be convicted. And he would have been.
None of it makes sense to me. I don't
plead guilty and then be like, wait, but I want to appeal what I just, like, sir, you just pleading guilty is acknowledging that you did it. So how are you gonna go back and say,
but I do think that a lawyer or someone that you have that is fighting for you or whatever can tell you, okay, look, do this now, because this happens a lot of times with people who don't understand, and their lawyers like, hey, do this, and then we'll come back and double back and do whatever later, and then you do it, and then it's like, well, no, you can't do that later. So I do feel like, to some extent, the appeal part, like, I don't know. To me, I don't think he's making that up. I think they kind of told him that, because I don't think he couldn't really explain what he.
Wait a minute. Okay, now I'm reading something online. It says Martell was convicted for sending his wife Melody Rogers threatening text messages, which is now being appealed. I swear to God.
So I don't care. At the end of the day, I don't care.
Okay. Okay, so maybe it can be appealed then. Maybe so.
I was just like,
but isn't an appeal still an open case? So why is he talking about it? He should just say, I'm going through appeals. I don't want to talk about it.
I don't understand. Okay, so he was convicted on May 2nd, given a 30-day suspended jail sentence, 12 months of supervised probation, and fined over $500. And he's also required not to have any contact with Melody. Martell appealed the ruling, is out on bond pending the appeal.
Now, is he appealing? The thing is he appealing the he might be, because I remember when we went over this before, he might actually be appealing what the judge his sentence, I think, as opposed to
so Martell Hope was arrested in January on a warrant for domestic. Oh wow. See, Melody obtained a warrant for a charge July 2023. This occurred after a former friend of Martell's, Paramore, revealed the plot to release an explicit video featuring Melody on social media. Melody explained that Martell did to lead her to get the warrant. Melody mentioned that Martell had sent her a text message threatening Melody to stop messing with him. He then sent a screenshot from the video they recorded. The producer showed a screenshot of the message, but did not show the image Martell sent to Melody. Melody confirmed the screenshot was from a video they recorded while married. She alleges that Martell plotted to expose her under the guise Melody cheated on him with another man. And the former friend went to social media before the warrant was issued, calling out Martell and calling out Martell and her former friend for the plot. She claimed she told Martell not to put out the video. What the hell? He also has submitted a psychological evaluation in this ongoing custody case between him and Melody. So it's new court documents going on. It's just a lot. I guess it's a custody case. I don't know. No longer in mediation. That's what I got. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So, we'll say this at the end of the day, because I think we've talked about this a few times. I think at the end of the day, I think that we're going to keep rehashing it, but it's like, okay, and really the whole point that this even came up is because supposedly this was really what drove Marceau to lose respect for Martell. That's how we even got to this stupid discussion. So it's like, okay, really, Marceau? Okay, good night.
Not good night.
Stop it. That's my time. Good night. Like, who cares? So, so now we're all back and forth. And Martell did send her he admits sending it. So it's like at this point, it's like, okay, what are we
so apparently, to me, I guess it was actually the setup situation. And to me, if that was actually like a setup like that, I don't get it. What that's so deep to be doing. I don't know. I don't get it. To do all of that is a lot.
It's done worse. Like, this just what he got caught on, and that was Mel's line, and she got fed up. But he's been poking at Mel since she filed for divorce. Like, and he's done other awful things to Melody since they've been separated. But this is what everybody is so upset over. Like, please, them people don't like Mel. They at home laughing in her face, laughing at her pain. They don't care. Martell is a clown, and everyone that is associated with him is also clowns. Marceau, Maurice, all of them. They all are the same. The only thing that's different is they married Tisha's, not Mel's. That's it.
Oh, wow.
And Mel, you was a Tisha until that baby came along as well. So let's not get that twisted either.
Wait, say that one more time.
Mel, you were a Tisha as well.
Oh,
that baby came along. Don't get it twisted.
Wow. What? I don't know.
Kimmy's real Tisha is this episode, but we gonna get there.
Yeah, we are. I had got some court documents, but I think this is for the custody. I really went to a rabbit hole. This might be for, what is this for? Let me see. I can see what I'm looking at. I don't know if this is for the custody case. Like I said, I went down this rabbit hole, child.
Yeah. Okay. Because how many is it? 3 episodes? We'll come back to it. But I think in terms of
this is a custody battle. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I think he might be appealing the sentence and not appealing the actual guilty plea. Like,
he got 30 days suspended, so he wasn't given any jail time. He got to do a little bit of community service, and maybe he don't have that $500 like Marceau said. Because what are you appealing?
She's going in on him. Like, this is crazy. Like, the stuff that she's saying that he did with the kids, like, she's going in.
And I believe every word.
Wow. That's a lot. We'll come back to that. That document is crazy. We'll have to come back to that. Anyway, so do 30 minutes here. And I don't know if y'all because really for me it's more or less when you got the DUI. Right? Where were we at on here? What part?
That's pretty much all that happened this whole episode. It was half Martell, and now we're moving on to the second half.
The Maurice piece was good.
Okay, go ahead, Kim. But she's talked about the Maurice part. Let's go ahead and start with that.
Where do you want to start? Because I want to start here.
Go ahead.
Kimmy, wasn't nobody thinking about your man cheating and what he was doing with his DUI until you opened your mouth. You were the one who was singing "Love Should Have Brought Your Ass Home" last night. That was you. That was your song of choice. You was the one calling up the hospitals, writing down the credit one because he had
Freddie won after party
and fell asleep while he was emailing out all them dispute letters. You was the one who was in the streets, not Mel. Now, I don't follow y'all little Facebook pages. I ain't never heard about the red lipstick until Mel said it on this TV show. And I agreed. I ain't see no red lipstick. So if anything, Mel was helping you come out of that hole you put yourself in, because ain't nobody with no red lipstick anyway. But you was the one who started this, Kimmy. If you on your mad day would have kept your mouth shut, Maurice wouldn't have came home and cussed you out and got you to start backtrack and look like Tisha, because you on your 15th version of your story of where you was. Okay, but I'll let you pick it up. Kamisha can't hear.
Kamisha, are you there? Well, I will say this. I definitely feel like Kimmy went to the Trisha school of lying, because I was like, okay, it does not make any sense what you're saying now. We all saw, as Carlos said, we all saw you say you didn't know where he was, and you were a nurse. You were calling hospitals.
No,
so to now
I can't. You see the headphones? I'm so mad at myself. My head. So I put my phone down for get my AirPods so I can hear, but I cannot stand this freaking headset because I didn't charge it. It's really my fault. Okay, but I can't hear y'all, but I'm gonna play whenever y'all talk. I wanted to play the audio of Kimmy.
I'm highly confused,
to be honest, because I'm like kind of done everything else. I just want to get to the Kimmy part. So, unless y'all want to talk about something else, hold on.
She can't hear us, I'm sure.
Hold on. Erica was getting ready to go in.
I know, right?
Well, we don't hear whatever she playing either.
You say you confused. Kim Cheese, my headset went dead. My Bluetooth headset, so I cannot hear what you guys are saying. And I said I was going to play the scene of Kimmy when she's reading mail, and we're gonna try. We're gonna talk about it because I can't hear nothing y'all are saying. I have to play the phone.
But can you hear us now?
I can't hear nothing you guys are saying. I have to play my phone. My headset is connected. I have a computer. I don't have like just a laptop. It's a big ass computer, and so I have to have certain headphones, to use it. And I didn't charge my freaking headset last night. I got tore up last night too. That's why. Anyway, so my headset is not charged, so I cannot hear nothing you guys are saying. So I have to play it on my phone. So, but we're at the end anyway. But I said I'm going to play the Kimmy audio of her going off on mail so we can get into that. Okay, got it. I tried my headphones. I said every time this happens, I seen it sitting there when I got up this morning. I said, this motherfucker's gonna die. Okay.
That's what is popular on social media. And that's what was a whole popular social media about whatever you did to your ass. And we didn't sit down every day and talk about whatever bad butt job you got. Nobody talked about that. You said something about me touching Martell. You need to come to meetings with me and Martell. And I sat there and I'm like, all right, bitch, I got you. You know I don't want to touch that man.
It wasn't really that deep for me, Kimmy. It was a key moment.
My point is, I anticipate key moments. I take them on the chin, but when I give them back, then it's a problem. When you decide that it's reasonable for you to talk about whatever it was you heard, it's okay. But when we talk about what we heard, then we're in trouble. We're in trouble, and we gotta have a meeting with me.
No, that's not true. How could it have been a situation?
There's a gathering session at least once a year.
You gotta have a gathering.
But why did I say it first?
We open our hearts and we apologize and we do everything that we're supposed to do. So then when we're gonna have a conversation, most of my conversation in that moment was, no, I don't want to talk about that.
And
you don't want to talk
why?
about it, I don't want to talk about it.
And guess
I just want to talk about it no more.
Eventually we talked about it. But at first, let's rewind it. At first, the reason why I said that is because you had made it clear to me that when it came to his ongoing case, you didn't really want to have discussion surrounding that. So I said, Again, trying to respect. I said, I
That was
ain't talking about that.
Ciao. This is what I'm gonna say. I think that the cast has had it with the male, and Kimmy was just done, and she read the dog shit out of her. I'm sorry, she dog walked her, but not actually physically doing it. She just went in on her. I think for a lot of them people that sit on that stage, they was happy. She
They
wouldn't let her speak, like, ma'am, no, ma'am, no, ma'am. And mind you, I didn't watch the older shows, but I know people were telling me, I think y'all told me too, that every time something happens, she has to kind of meeting or whatever. So to me, after all these years, I guess Kimby has had her thing. But my thing is, why is it's your first time saying that? No shade. I'm asking all these years, why is it no one has read her like that? If that's the real reason, or the gatherings or whatever, why is it no one didn't say anything? Y'all allowed her behavior. So to me, it's kind of like, I get it, but then I'm like, I don't get it. Okay. So, I can't hear you. I have to listen on the phone. So, Kim My Cheeks, Erica, y'all got it. Y'all got it. Go ahead.
Erica, it's your turn to go in.
I think, okay, so I think as you've said plenty of times, Kimmy is not really friends with Melody. I think that Melody brought to light the issue about the lipstick, but I did see other things on the blogs about the lipstick. To me, it looked like lipstick. I think it was a valid thing. I think very much like Tisha, their ride or die. So, so the whole, she wasn't friends with Melody really. Although she says she doesn't put anything past Maurice, she's still backtracking. She's still trying to kind of imply that, okay, it's her lipstick. What's the shade of the lipstick? All that nonsense. And then and then she hasn't been back to Credit One, but then she went someplace after Black, and then Maurice followed her there in a separate car. But then it's still, either way, at the end of the day, you still were on camera saying you didn't know where he was and you were calling hospitals. So whether you all did a quickie in the gas station or not, he still went someplace else afterwards. You know what I'm saying? So, so I think he never fully answered, even though Carlos tried to hold him down. You know what I'm saying? It just looked like Tisha and Martell and Chris all over again, just making up stuff on the fly that is not logical with what you've already told us on camera. And but I think she is very much like Tisha. Like, okay, until I get a video, I'm staying.
Look, she could play the fool for her husband all she want, but ma'am, he's not out here fighting crime. He's not out here doing, the most important job in the world. He's helping people get a car by fixing their credit, helping them get into a home. That's something that can be done between 9 to 5. Now, she might not have a problem with her husband not coming home at night, but I would. So the story just sounds weird to me. I believe most wives would have a problem with their husbands spending the night at work and all they doing is sending out dispute letters. Now, if he was a doctor, maybe a Supreme Court justice, or hell, even the district attorney, maybe I can understand, you got a lot of work to do. But what the hell is Maurice doing? Please. Whatever make you feel good when you sleep at night, Kimmy, okay. But I can guarantee you, if you poll most wives of the world, they would have a problem with their man not coming home at night because he fell asleep at work, but his job is a 9 to 5. I ain't
okay, and then he still wasn't coming back from work. He's coming from the club and maybe the gas station where he met you at. Like, he wasn't coming back from work. He was already at a club drinking.
Okay, I know I'm about to interrupt somebody. I'm sorry, because I can't hear you. I'm so sorry, Erica. Let's see the thing moving. Because this thing is not catching up. Give my cheeks, you had me laughing so hard. So as I listen to both of y'all. First of all, Erica, it's your turn to go in. I started with that. I don't know. This show to me is a trip, and the fact that these guys are friends, the fact that you guys have known each other all this time, and showing the credit one and all the other mess. You guys are not a friend group. This is a business deal that went awry. This is not a friend group. Like I wish they would stop using the word friend within this group, because that's not what this is. Like like I said, I ain't been watching the show as long as you guys have and all these things. So I give my opinion for what I've seen the past couple of years. But even when they're showing how he was talking to Tish about her, she wanted to get her own whatever. He was talking stay in your role or what. I was like, what the hell? I said, I don't know what.
Oh, you don't know the real
type of situation or time to show what's going on, but this is not 1955 and this is not Donna Reed. I just don't understand. His mentality was skewed. Anyway, the next reunion is coming up. I got you the schedule. I got it set up, but I got you the schedule because I don't know what I'm working to be able to do it with you guys. I'll let you guys know, but it's set up already. I want you guys to tell everybody what you got going on as far as on your channel. I'm gonna say mine so that y'all can be the final because I can't hear y'all, unfortunately. For me, I have Deal No Deal interview of the next exited cast member, whatever. I just did the Beast Games interview with Akira, controversial about him picking the last 3 black women or whatever. Please go check it out. It's very, very good. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got. And I got a lot of stuff coming up, yes, but it's all scheduled. Rage Love, all that stuff is for it. And what's the family? All that stuff I got coming up. See, I need to check that out. Rage Love's gonna be really good. I have followed, I think, almost everybody just recently on Instagram. So y'all follow my Instagram post. Y'all can follow the cast on there and da. Okay, Kim, what you got going on your channel, baby?
In an hour, I'm gonna get into Harlem episodes 3 and 4. Tonight, I'm hosting the Drag Race panel. So everyone will be on my channel to talk Drag Race. And then tomorrow, I'll do my weekend in reality review where I'll cover Love and Marriage Huntsville and Real Housewives of Potomac.
All right. For me, I will be wrapping up Love During Lockup. I will be wrapping up 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days. I too will be doing some Amazon Prime shows. So I'm going to do Harlem and another scripted show from Apple TV called Severance. So I will be doing those 2. And then 90 Days Last Resort will be coming later in the week. So that is it for me, you guys. But this was a fun live, even with the technicality.
Right. It's over already. We didn't talk about everything, but Kamisha can't hear, so it's kind of hard to do the panel with Kamisha not being.
Not this is over already. Man, are we that good? Okay, we usually do about 45. No shade. If it's just like right now, a total of 56 people watching right now. If it's really good, we'll do over. We have some videos where it's like I don't have, but even though it's the reunion, y'all have to understand that this reunion was like, I think Kim Chi subscribed pretty good. Lily was pretty dry until the very, very end. So it really wasn't. That was the best part, in my opinion, is the Kimmy reading, right? Before we get out of here real quick, let me see if I can. I'm not sure if this is. What am I doing here? Hang on just a second. Let me see. Not the sad face. Y'all doing a lot right now. Okay, no, not today. Okay. All right, y'all. If you guys are new member, I want to say y'all, I appreciate you guys coming through. When y'all come into the chat, y'all type the emojis in the chat like I'm typing right now, and only members have that exclusive. Also, too, do me a favor, please, and the Cash App is in the corner. Take your phone out, scan the QR code, and donate to my channel. Please make sure. Somebody say so soon. Y'all doing a lot. Make sure y'all follow Kim Chi TV on all social media, including exactly Erica. They have great content on their channel. I appreciate you guys coming through and watching today. And I will have my headphones charged for this next one, because the next one's going to be a doozy. All right, that's all I got. I love y'all down. This is Commissioner Reviews, and y'all know what it is. One thing I want you guys to know, and that nothing that will never change about this, I am the queen of